Yeah, hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Salesforce real-time scenarios. We are discussing about to the LWC OTT subscription mini project. So in the previous video, we discussed about to the how to create a record and how to back to the home page and create a record page. That is we have discussed. And now in this video, we are going to discuss about to the so if it is the existing customer based on the phone number, we can identify. If it is the existing customer, we are going to display it by the existing customer information. If they are entered by the invalid phone number, we can display it by the some invalid phone number or account not found with this phone number. That kind of the message we can display to the end user. Okay, how we are going to develop by the this one? Let's see the in this video. And before going to that, already we know, right, layer components we discussed. So this is our layer components, right? First layer is the completed main page. In this main page, we are developed by the, this one is the login page. In this login page, if we are going to the existing customer or new customer page, we are going to the first new customer page. If it is existing customer, this is the existing customer. This is the common. Next to going to the LWC components is the common, but here if it is the new customer, we are coming to the new customer page. If it is the existing customer, we are going to the existing customer page. Let's see how we are going to develop this one step by step. So come to the here. Now we have to the based on the our inputs, we have to identify it. For example, they are going to give it by the 888-604-7776. Based on this customer is the in the customer details object, we can display by that customer information. Okay. Otherwise, we can throw an error. If you not found the with this phone number, we need to throw an error. So these are the same phone numbers. We can give it by the different phone number here. Unique, right? That's why. Save. Okay, so now here how we are going to build that one based on the here they can give it by the phone number, valid phone number. If we are there enter, we can give it by the information. Otherwise, we need to throw an error. And how to validate? Sometimes they are not giving by the any data. Just to click onto the login page also, right? We can identify they are actually enter the data or not. So this is the validation. So let me first build by the validation, then go to the fetch the data from the database. So I'm going to close this one too, is no need to required. So in the login page right here, we have the login button. So we have to identify the first here on click here, handle login page. This is the when we click on the login button, we are going to call by our login page method. So come to the here our JS. Let's take to the here separate method handle login page. So first we need to identify they are enter the phone number or not. So how we are going to identify? Constant. So they are enter the phone number, we need to capture, right? That purpose. So if they are enter the phone number right here, that is the we need to hold it now. That purpose we are taking the on change equals to here handle phone number. We are handling the phone number, handle phone number. This is our method name. So here we have the only one variable, right? That's why here we have to take it by the that particular variable directly. Event. So we need to hold it by the phone number. That's why here we have to take it by the phone property. Phone property we are taking. So here we have to hold by the this dot phone equals to event to dot target dot value. Directly here we have the only one input field now. That's why directly we can get it by the event dot target dot value. So now here when we click on to the login button, we can identify they are enter the phone number or not. So here we have to identify if this dot phone equals to undefined. If they are not entered the anything, just they click onto the button, it is the undefined, or this dot phone number, or pipe symbol, or we are going to give it by the pipe symbol. This dot phone equals to null. So identify null means, for example, when they are entered by the not entering the anything, just to click on to the login, but it is returned to the undefined. If you are enter this something and you can remove na, at that time it is returned to the null value. It is returned to the null value. Initially on loading time. So here if you initially on loading time, if you are not enter the anything, directly we click on to the login button, it will return to the undefined. So directly click to the login, but it is written the undefined. If we enter this something and removing na, this time it is written to the null. That's why here we have to verify the both undefined or null. We need to throw an error message. We need to display by the error message. So how we are going to display the error message, particular field level. So here we have to take it by the one property display phone error message. Display phone error or error message. Okay, display phone error. So this is the, we can make it as the true here. So save. This dot phone equals to this one, this dot phone equals to null. We have to display the error message at particular level, field level. Come to the HTML now. At field level means phone, right? Here we have to get phone. So here we have to take it by the template. If true, display phone error. So we have to display by the error message. Please enter phone number. This is the message we are displaying. Please enter phone number. If they are not entered by the phone number, then click on to the login button. It is verifying the undefined or phone. Based on that, we can display. So let me show you. I will take the alert method. It is written the undefined or null value. Issue dot phone. So here phone. Save. Let's deploy this. So now come to the our page. This is the our page. Refresh by the page. So if I click on to the login, see here it is written to the undefined. Undefined, click on OK. See here, please enter the phone number is the populated. Please enter the phone number is the populated. Okay, let's refresh by the page again. Now you have to observe I'm entering the something phone number. Now I removed. Then it is written to the null. See here, it is not returning the anything undefined, right? Undefined is not written, it is written to the null. So that is the difference. So in the JavaScript, we can identify the undefined or null. Directly, if you not enter the anything here, you clicked on to the login button. I am not entering the anything here. Directly click on to the login button. It is written to the undefined. Then if you enter the something and you removed something, it is written the null. It is written the null. Still also showing by the enter the phone number. Okay, if you not enter the something phone number here, let's log in. See here, now we have to make it as the false this one. But here phone number is the populating now. Phone number is the populating. So like this, we have to display by the error message and based on the undefined or null. So here when we click on to this method, we can give it by the display phone error equals to false. Why? Because you have to observe, right? If we are enter the data also still showing the message, we can hide this one. Na? So that's why when we call this method, by default, we can make it as the false. If condition is satisfied, it will display by the message. Otherwise, message will be false, right? That's why it will not be the displayed. So let's deploy this one. Come to the here. We have the refresh by the page. So here I am clicking onto this undefined. Please enter the phone. If I enter this something, click onto the login. Now this will be the disappear. You have to observe earlier it is appear. After it is disappeared. Why? Because means we are giving by the display phone error is the false. Now here again I am removing this. Removing this one. Let's click on the login. Now it is written the null. That's why here showing the please enter the phone number. Please enter phone number. Okay, like this we are going to validating the phone number before going to the database. They are enter the phone number or not. And one more also here we have to display by the some red color. So here for example I click on the login. See here. Please enter the phone number. Always validation rules. So we have to display by the in the regular red color, right? So how we are going to display in the red color? Let's come to the here. Already we are taking the one CSS now. So here we have to take it by the one class. So here we have to take it by the error. So here we have to display by the color equals to red. And font is the bold. That's why font weight equals to we are taking the bold. These two we are taking. Font color is the red and font weight is the bold. Let's deploy this. After that, come to the HTML. This class we need to call it, right. Where we want to call it by this one here na. So that's why here we have to take it by the one division tag. Class equals to error. So in between, right? This is the here we have to write it by the in between. In between of this class automatically displayed by the red color. So let's save and deploy. Let's come to the here to the our page. This is the our page. Now we are developing page. Refresh. Click on login. See here, now it is appear by the red color. If you are enter this something, phone number is the populated, message will be the gone. Now if you remove the phone number, click on here, again displayed by the message. So like this, we can display it by the our message into the red color and bold. That purpose we are taking to the CSS. Okay. Up to is clear at how we are implemented and how to validating the data before committing to the database. Means before going to the database, we have to identify that they are enter the phone number or not. If they are not entered, we are going to display some error message. So if they are entered some phone number, now we have to identify that phone number into the database. It is the exist or not in the database. So how we are going to that is. So here we have to write the first one Apex class. We need to check it into the database. So here we have to write the our class name, customer detail, CLS class. Better to take the OTT first. This is also all over the mention to the OTT customer details class. CLS nothing but the class. So now here we have to take the one aura method, right? Must and should used by the aura method. Then only aura annotation. Then only we can able to call this method into our LWC. Must and should use to the aura annotation. Now here we can take it with our method get customer details. So we are passing the from the LWC to the our Apex class phone number. Let's take to the string yes phone number they are passing to the from the LWC to the here. Now here we have to check it customer details object API name. So come to the here. This is the our object, right? Customer details object. This is the API name. So OCD customer OTT customer details object. So here select ID. From ID is the enough, right? If it is the existing or not. From the OTT subscription, that is our object API name, where we have to the phone number. So phone API name, phone number to we have to matching, right? So come to the fields and relationships. This is the phone number. By default, it is given by the syntax. We can give it by the our thing. Phone number to if it is matching, it is returned to the data. So here we can take it by the customer name also. That is by first name. We have to display by the name like this. So back to the that person name, na that's why. So here name, comma standard field, right? That is the name. First name and here name. Last name. This is nothing but the last name. Now we have to return by the this data. Return OCD. So here we are written the OCD, nothing but what is the data type? This is right. We can give it by the this is the data type. Let's save, deploy this one. So now how to call this method into our LWC component? How to call this method, this class into our LWC component imperatively calling. That is called the imperatively calling the Apex class. So first we have to the import. So our method name is the get customer details, right? Customer data. So not for this, I think get customer details. We have to remove this again. We can type it. Get customer details. This is right. OTT, our class name. Our class name dot our method. OTT customer details class dot our method name. This is the just now we are creating. Na? We are imported that class. We are calling the particular method name. Which method we want, that particular method we are. So now here, once we click on the login button, we need to fetch the data, right? That's why here I'm taking the separate method handle customer details. So here we have to call it by the imperatively calling our method, calling to the Apex class method. So let's take to the this is here. It is the parameterized method, right? So that's why here we have to the params. Yes, phone, we are giving to the param name. In Apex class, we are giving this is a yes phone. Now here we have to pass it by our phone number. If they are enter the where it is stored, this dot phone, right? So this dot phone. Now this one also return the result, success or error. So result. If it is the return the error, catch error. So save. So now it is the success. If it is return the data, we can display by this screen. Okay, we can display by this screen. Welcome back to this one. Restart your subscription. We can give it by that button, or we have to display by the get plan details button. Okay. So here, how to build that one. So here, once we get it by the result, that is the storing purpose, we are taken by the one property, customer details, save. In this customer details, we have to store it by the here result. This should dot customer details equals to result. So now we are getting by the customer result. Now let's come to the HTML. So here we have to take it by the separate. Here we have to display it by the. So here, welcome back. So their naming. So here we are giving now their namings. Welcome back names. So where is their names? We have to customer details, right? In the customer details, we have the data. So welcome back customer details dot first name. We have the first name, right? So this is the API name. First name. We have to give it by the some space. Again, customer details dot last name. API name is the name. We have to give it by the something like this. Welcome back to the person name. So here we have to give it by the restart your subscription. This is the separate paragraph. Here we are going to give it by the separate line. Save and deploy. We can deploy this one also same and deploy. And mainly this method is we need to call it right when they click on the login page. So here else, if they are entered by the phone number, then we can call it by this method. So this should dot method name. Separately we are writing this method. Okay. So like this, we are calling the separate method. That method we are calling to the here if they are entered by the phone number. Let's save and deploy. Now come to the here. We have the refresh by the page. Okay, on loading time, it's showing an error. Why? Because means on loading time, we don't have the information of first name. So when we want to display this information, when we get the details right, when we get the details for the customer details, then only we need to display. That's why here we have to take it by the separate property display customer details. By default, it would be the false. So here also we can log in page time. We can give it by the false. Here we can give it by the true. Not for the here. If it is the success, record get the only we have to display, right? So that's why here this dot display equals to true. If they return the class the data without any error, then only we need to display. If it is the return the error, we can display by the error message. That we can see. If it is positive, it is written by the record, then only we have to display now. So that's why here this is the separate template. If true, so this is the separate. This is the separate, right? One by one, we are developing step by step. So here we have to display by the customer details if they are entered. Okay, let's deploy the full component now. We did the changes HTML and JS. That's why I deployed the full component. Now come to the here. We can refresh the page. This error will be the gone. Why? Because means it will not be the appear. See here, now it is not appear. Why? Because on loading time, We are not call the that method. So now here, see here, if I am entering to the login, it is throwing an error message, showing the error message into the red color. If I enter the something, I remove the something, it is showing the null value, still showing the message. Now I am going to give it by the valid message. So valid phone number. So once I enter the phone number, this message will be the gone. Click on to the login. See here in the bottom, it is appear. After this, welcome back, Abhignya Salesforce, restart your subscription. This message is the appear. Okay. So as of the requirement, see here, same thing we have to develop by the here. So click on to the login. Like this, we have to display in the same, but as of now here bottom is right, it appearing the here. It is appear by the bottom, but we have to display by the like this. So how we are going to display that we can discuss. Before that, we understand right how to get the data from the database imperatively. This is calling the imperatively calling by the our Apex class method. Here we are calling to the initially our Apex class. In this we are defining the one method. We are verifying the data. Based on that, it is returned to the data to the our page. So once it is successfully written, we can display it by our information to the here. We can display by our information. So this information where we need to display in the same frame 2, right? Frame 2. In the frame 2, we have to display. So up to this is the button. So this is we have to give it by the here. So save. This is right. This is the card from the starting to here. This is the whole frame. So now this page is we need to hide, right? Login page we need to hide. That's why here we have to take it by the one more property, display login page. So by default it would be the true. When we are executing this, handle this method, we have to display by the false. Either error or success message, we can hide this one. That's why we can make it as the false. But here when we are calling the method by default, we can make it as the true. Default values here I am making the true. When it is the come to the here, we are displaying the false, means this screen will be the hiding in a previous screen. See here, this screen will be the hide and information will be the displayed. Information will be the displayed. Okay. So let's see the how we are going to implement this. Now we have to take in by the login page is the hide, right? Let's come to the here. This lightning card, we are going to hide it. So here template, if true. So we are taking the display login page. This is the property. Up to this, right? Customer details. Up to this, we have in the same iframe, in the same frame too, we have to display by the details. Okay, so let's see the here. We have to the deploy the both. Okay. So refresh by the page for not for this our application. This is okay. Refresh by the page. So now I am entering by the valid phone number. See here. Now we can able to display now information. Welcome back to this one. Restart to the your subscription. So within the same lightning card, we can give it. So that's why here, after this login, this is the lightning card. Here also we can closing in a tag within the lightning card. And this information also we need to display by the within the lightning card. Why? Because outside lightning card means you have to observe, right? Like this appear outside of the lightning card. So that's why within the lightning card, this is also with the we are displaying. Within the lightning card, we are taking the template. And this logo also we need to display now. So that's why here this logo is the common, either for this or this logo we are taking by the outside. Okay, be careful. This template is this one up to login page display. This information will be the display like phone number, create account, login button. Otherwise, we can display by the customer details here. Okay, let's save and redeploy. Let's refresh. So giving by the valid phone number. See here now background lightning card also be the appear, right? Lightning card is appear, our logo also be the appear. Our logo also be the appear. So how we did implemented this? We can take it by the first in the same iframe. This is the up to display information is the one set of the code like input field, input phone number, login button, create account. This is the set of the code. Now after that, if they are getting the data from the database, we have to display by the customer information. This is the set of the code. Both is the common for the our logo, right? Our logo will be the bottom I am writing. Okay, separate section. This is for the one. This is for the another. This is the another. Okay, let's see the here how we are going to make it as the bold this one. We can make it as the bold, right? So how we are going to display the bold? We can just give it by the directive B. It will display by the bold. So save, deploy. So refresh by the page. Now we are enter by the valid phone number. Click on login. See here, welcome back, Abhignya Salesforce. Restart the your subscription. This is the appear the message and logo. If you go to the starting also here logo will be the appear, right? Again here also be the appear by the logo. If they are entered by the phone number, valid phone number, we are displaying the like this. Okay. So might be if they are entered by the phone number is fine. Next scenario, something like this. Click on login. Only this one is appear. We have to display by the error message. Record not found with this phone number. Record not found with this phone number. That message we have to display. So how we are going to display that message? So come to the here. We have to display the message already here, right? Display phone number message. Same we can utilize to the this one. To the here in the catch block, we can make it as the true. In the catch block, we can make it as the true. So message earlier we are giving the static now here. Now we can make it as the dynamic this one. We can make it as the dynamic this one. Let's come to the here. First we can paste it. Come to the JS. So here error message. So when they are not entered by the phone number, this is right. Here we have to display by the dynamically this dot error message equals to please enter phone number. In the same place now, if they are coming to the error message, they can enter by the phone, but we have to display by the different message, right? This dot error message equals to invalid phone number or not found account with this phone number. Anything we have to display by the error message like this dynamically. Okay, dynamically same message we are mapping into the in the same message here. Now this error message we can write by the one place only. So if you not enter by the phone number, it will display by the please enter the phone number. If you enter by the phone number but not found the any record, it's showing the invalid phone number or account not found with this phone number. So that is the information populated by the dynamically within the same place. Let's deploy this. Let's see. Come to the here. We have the refresh by the page. So we can refresh. I think we can come to the this place, right? Result, then display result, customer details is the true when it is the only, otherwise it's come to the display error true. Yeah, we are giving the correct format only, but why it is the displaying display, it will not true. This is the common, right? So this one also we can move it to the here. That is the problem. When it is the data success only, we need, right? Then only. Yeah. Then go to the that. Otherwise, we can display by within the page only. So that's why it is redirecting to the next page. These are all we can make it as default from to the here remove. Login page. Refresh the page. Let's give into the here something invalid phone number. See here invalid phone number or not found the account with this phone number. Displaying in the same. Displaying the same. If they are entered by the valid phone number, then go to the next screen. See here. Next screen. So like this, we are going to handle the from the database also. If they are enter the phone number but not found any record, it come to the catch block. Again, in the same phone number error message, we are going to make it as the true. Message is the different message. If they are enter the phone number but not found the data in the database, right? That is the we have to display the invalid phone number or not found the account with this phone number message. If they are not entered by the phone number, we can display by the please enter the phone number message. This is the dynamically handling to the here. We are dynamically handling by the error message. Okay. I hope it's clear how we are implemented by the handling the error messages and how to fetch the data from the database imperatively calling to the methods. Okay. I hope it's clear how we are implemented this. So let's see in the next screen if they are going to enter by the valid phone number now. So here, click on the login. So we have to display by the one line like this back button and get plan details. These buttons we have to display. Okay, how we are going to display and how to back to the previous page again. Previous page again. So how we are going to implement this? Let's see in the next section, in the next video. Stay tuned. Thank you.